For over 5 years, the Obj.140 has been my go-to favorite tier 10 Sylvia medium tank, not because it is statistically the best of the bunch, but because of its playstyle, and how the playstyle of the tank really meshes well with my own personal playstyle. And I think if a lot of players understand the playstyle of the 140 and how to utilize a few of its key strengths, they'll realize just how good this tank still is regardless of its major flaws. So hello everyone, Hisroyalfatness here, welcome back to the channel. Today I will be playing 3 live games in the Obj.140 to demonstrate my own playstyle in the tank and of course break down my thought process while I am in those live battles. Now, I have said playstyle many times already at the start of this video, and you're probably wondering what makes the playstyle of the 140 so interesting for me. Well, it's because it is a very aggressive medium tank, and that's for a couple of reasons. Firstly, the armor profile is better suited for a pressure corner peeking brawl than it is than sitting hull down, and that's because the turret is very weak and the upper plate is actually very strong. So you want to bait the upper plate more often than your turret. If you manage to maintain your angles, you'll get a lot of ricochets that way. Secondly, it has the best medium tank out of all of the tier 10 Sylvia med, so you're able to really float around and get to positions quickly and rotate in and out of those brawling scenarios. And of course, everyone knows 3000 plus DPM, excellent gun handling, which really makes this tank quite comfortable at just pushing in, hitting those weak spots, and fighting other vehicles. You can get into the side hugs with this tank as a very low profile, and that is just what I enjoy so much about the 140. So, first game, we're on Rockfield. I'm going to go for kind of an early spotting run on the crossing to see who's coming to Seaside, and then we will consider if we need to pull out towards A or just continue holding this side. So, I think that's the Jaeger spotted. Yeah, the Jaeger is the only one slow enough to be spotted over there, and that's also an E5. Now, we were spotted here by, oh wow, by the 268. I am surprised. He must have been really over peeking that bush to spot me there. And the Jaeger is definitely pulling forward a little bit. There we go. We're going to get a free shot into the side of this Jagdpanzer, so we're going to put a shell into his tank there. And if he continues pulling forward, we might be able to get a second shell in just a moment. Let's see what happens. I'm going to take it easy. Okay, so here's the scenario we're in. We have an E5 and a Jaeger, and a Jaeger completely on the wrong side of the map. They are doing pretty much nothing good for the team over there, unless they're able to get that crossfire, and I don't know how that shot bounced. That's a bit weird. And this Jaeger is just sitting here. He's going to get nuked. I have no idea what he's doing. I know he wants to shoot at me, but that's like a really bad idea. Okay, it looks like there's an E100 pushing in. Let's put a shell into him. I'm taking it a little bit passive for now. I don't want to overcommit to a side and get myself absolutely ripped apart, especially since I have pretty much free shots right here on tanks like this E100, so may as well just take those shells as we have them for free. Unfortunately, our Leopard makes a bit of a boo-boo there and gets absolutely hammered. Oh, that's a Jaeger. Let's put a shell into him and pull back, and now we can see the enemy team are making a hardcore pressure for corner here. So, how can we help counter this pressure? Well, I think this Kranwagen needs to go down very quickly, but no one on my team wants to push him for some reason, and I know he fired at me once here, so we're just going to pull forward. Let's put a shot towards the side of his turret. We need to pressure this side. If our team doesn't pressure, we are going to lose, and that's going to be a very big issue because we've lost so many heavy tanks already in the corner here that we're going to try and go hold on against this Kron. Put a shot to his lower plate there. Very good. And let's see. Jagdpanzer has a semi-decent crossfire here. We're going to lose our IS-4. The Jaeger is just fired and he's in the open. We need to kill this Jaeger right now if at all possible. So we're going to pull up until we can get gun depression to hopefully shoot his upper plate here. Oh man, there's that gun depression. One of the key flaws of the 140 is you only have about 6 degrees. Just put a shot into his hatch there at least. Do manage to pick up a kill at least. We are in a good haul down position. Let's see. We can HE the rear of this Patton, 447. Good stuff. And we can probably continue firing out this Patton. He looks like he's a bit tunnel vision for now. So another HE into him. We managed to kill his engine here. We're just going to keep farming up this Patton. I don't know if he's AFK or not, but he needs to die like right now, and so we're gonna pick up a kill just in case he loads back into this game at any moment. So another HE into him, we should be able to finish him off, and here's where we're getting all of our damage farm. And actually the fact that this Pan's AFK is actually what will probably help us recover from the massive deficit we had at the start of this battle. So E5's out of the fight, E100's in the vicinity, we know he's stock, so we're gonna focus the 268. He's the lower HP target here, easier to kill. Let's put a shell into his tracks, and we're just going to pull back from this Kranwagen. We don't necessarily want to get pushed on by a Kran, as the tank has a very nasty clip, especially with that E5 in the corner, but our TVP Might create a bit of a diversion here. So let's see, can we get a shot into the Kron? We do manage to get a shot into him. Kind of a lazy poke on my part, but I need to start pressuring vehicles like this Kron here. We're going to cap out anyway, so let's just keep farming up tanks like this E100. E100's already fired, so we can get another shell into the side of his turret here, and it's only a 2, it's a 2 versus everyone pretty much. Around 5k damage already. Let's try and see if we can get another shot into this E100. We're going to pull back just a little bit in case that E5 and 268 decide, you know what, they want to pressure me, which I'm sure they will. They kind of have to pressure because we're going to win this on caps, so if they don't push us here, they're dead. Come on, E5. You have to push in. You have no choice. I don't know why the E5 is being so passive here. Let's put a shot towards his turret there. Fortunately, not able to hit that one, but we have enough cap pressure here where no matter what, we can pretty much pull this off. Oh, actually, no, that's not good. Okay, let's pull back for the C5. He's going to pressure forward on me. He's going to put a shot towards his hatch there. We're going to pull down towards this Jaeger's carcass just to try and get away from that Kron who could be pushing forward on me. Let's push on to the E5 side here, and we're going to pull forward just a little bit. We're going to try and bait him into our upper plate. There we go. Getting a shot into the upper plate here, and we take his tracks off again. There's an E100 above me. If I can pick up this kill, we can clutch up this win very quickly here. So let's pop a kill shot into him. 896. We're just going to try and hide from this E5. Just a couple more seconds. No, they capstalled A. Good job capstalling A. Well, that's my game over here. Well, we still did a good job this battle. You know, 6,000 or so damage. Oh, wait, actually, unfortunately. You know what? 7,000 damage. I'm not going to complain too much. I don't know how our Jagdpanzer got himself killed there. He should have just pulled back into C-cap. He would have been fine. And my mistake was not running away. But hey, 7,000 damage for the first game of today. That's a pretty good first battle. Unfortunately, it's a loss. You can see where the 140 was good at brawling. And in fact, I did quite well there overall, and you can see what I mean by the profile of this tank's very interesting to deal with. I was able to easily deal with the E5 just by poking around the cover there and kind of baiting the upper plate and stuff, and it was a decent brawl. Now, in retrospect, I should have ran away. I thought the 268 and the E100 were both behind the E5, so I didn't feel like I could push on him there, but now that I see what my mistake was, it's after I killed the E100, I should have pushed forward on the E5 and picked up that kill, and then I would have won that battle, but oh well. Sometimes you don't notice those mistakes still happen, so I'm just calling out right now. A little bit better situational awareness in that brawl. Easily could have won that game. But still, 7,000 damage. Your boy's not going to complain about it. Let's jump into his second game with the Obj.140. Now, let's see, looking at the map, it is Himmelsdorf. Now, the enemy team have an STB and a Vickers cruiser. Not a light, Vickers cruiser. So, nothing too scary to deal with. I think what I'm going to do here is just kind of go with our Vickers light for an early spotting run. See if we can see anyone crossing right off the bat. And there's the Vickers cruiser spotted up on the crossing. Looks like our light is going for a very OP spotting run. And unfortunately, our standard beat is at the moment AFK. Now, I'm going to see if I can find those tank destroyers. Are they going to poke around the corner? Are they supporting over on this side? Well, nope, there's an STB here, but the STB's not really committed too much, which is good, and we might be able to get a shot into this dude if he pokes on me. Now, I don't think he will. No, the Vickers light capped B. I'm fine with that. And let's see, is the STB going to pull forward again? Okay, how do we want to play this out? Right, there's the Vickers. STB is going to poke forward, push down to him there. Very good. Now we are even on the trades here. And let's see, is that Vickers light going to pull forward to try and shoot at me? I think the Vickers is going to pull forward in just a moment. So let's wait and pre-aim for him for just a moment. Not going to tunnel vision. There we go. Get a free shot into him there. Good stuff. And these are kind of like the prime fighting conditions for an Obj.140. If you manage to get to a place like this where you have a mound, you want to go for these positions where you have a mound. That will hide your drive wheels and weaker sides and allow you to start dealing damage to tanks very easily. Now, our Vickers light is pressuring A. That's good. Their Vickers cruiser is now pushing forward. And he's going to give me a free shot on his side. Oh, no, gun handling. I do need to start pressuring up soon. I'm just trying to figure out, hey, where can I get shots without having to overexpose myself? Let's put a shot into this 140. And our Vickers light needs assistance now. So I'm going to pop the adrenaline here. And we're going to pressure forward on this STB and start utilizing our DPM and brawling ability against tanks like this STB1 here. The STB is going to be my target. He's the more dangerous high DPM tank. Let's try and see if we can take a shell from this Vickers. But unfortunately, the Vickers is going to go down. That's fine. I accept that. We're going to track the STB in the open. And then we're just going to get closer to the cover here. That way we can avoid their Vickers light from... I am a bot. I'm actually a complete bot. I'm going to take an extra shot from the STB now. But you know what? I have the STB on reload. Might be able to sneak this one on. There we go. There's the upper plate working justice. Oh, no. That's a 183's missed me. Lovely stuff. Okay. So this isn't necessarily a great scenario. The Vickers is a very low HP target here. 183 isn't in the best scenario. Let's put a shot towards him. We're just going to run away from this 183 for a moment. He's probably going to poke out sideways on me. Oh, no, that's a Vickers. Put a shell to the Vickers there. That's fine. That's fine. We have good positioning here. We have good positioning to avoid tanks like this 183. He's going to pull forward, I think. Oh, he's going to side scrape it out. Whatever. He can side scrape if he wants. That's not going to do him too much justice there. If he wants to hide all game, I'm fine with that. And, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to pull the big debate. We're going to jump through the ditch, and we're going to go for that Vickers Light and hopefully avoid the 183. That's kind of my plan. Okay. So we're in the ditch. Can we deal with this 183 without getting ourselves killed? Now, this is a really bad position for me because the 183 can so easily just dump down on top of my tank and pick up a kill because, like I said, the 140 does not have the best turret armor. This is probably the best position for me because I'm actually hot out here, but I really need to just bait a shot right now. I can't take one from the 183 here because there's a 90% chance I will die if he just high rolls it. We're going to put a shell into his turret there. The 183 doesn't have the best gun handling, and oh, he's pulling forward just a little bit, but not enough, and I don't foresee my team necessarily winning this. We're going to take the 183's checks off here. We're going to dive in below his tank, and that way he won't be able to have the gun depression to shoot well on me. There we go. Okay. Oh no, my tank is like stuck here, and we're just gonna keep face hugging him. We're gonna get another ricochet. Please don't pen this. Please don't pen this. I don't know what this 183 is doing. Get away from me. Oh, we got the ricochet. Okay, this was not well played, guys. Not well played at all. We're gonna lose the second game, but we're gonna deal the damage here. My mistake was I was too slow on the push. 100% I did not push in fast enough on these enemy tanks, and we're gonna probably lose this to cap, so I need the cap A here. My team temporarily has a cap advantage, which is strong, but yeah, I'm on 800 HP versus so many tanks. They're gonna try and pick up B for free here. Question is, do we go and defend B or do we try and cap C? I think defending B is probably the better play because they're gonna expect me to go for C. I think they're gonna go back for C. Someone's gonna hop onto B, but the majority of their forces are probably gonna go back for B. So let's try and see if we can get a sneaky angle where we can work down the B cap and hopefully put up a good last stand before this game is over. And there is the M6 M5 Yo. As I predicted, he is heading straight into that B cap, and let's see, he's gonna be kind of in the open. The Vickers might have spotted me here. He did not quite spot me. Let's put a shot into this M6 Yo. There we go. We've made him a one shot now. He is running the kind of stock gun. That's good to know. And we'll try and pick up a quick kind of hatch kill shot here on his tank. Unfortunately, a bit of a low roll there. We're going to pull back from him. This Vickers thinks he's safe. He's going to pull in front of me. Let's pick up a kill shot on his tank there. Good stuff. The Jaeger might have shells on me, and the FE215 is probably going to push in. Enemy team have triple cap here, but do I have enough time? No, I don't have enough time. You know what? We're gonna take the brawl here, I guess. So here's the FV. Let's take his tracks off. Oh, and that's game over. That is game over, guys. That is game over. The FE215B is the bane of medium tanks for this kind of scenario. Not the best game. As you can see, we are not winning anything today, which is very unfortunate, but 5,400 damage. I think if our standard B had not been AFK and our Vickers had penned more than 2 shots, which he definitely had more than 2 shots of opportunity there, we would have been much better off. I got lucky against the 183, and I really don't know what else I could have really done there. I'm just looking in retrospect, I should have been more aggressive. I took too long clearing the A side of the map, and that let my heavy tanks die on the other side. Even though it was an equal fight, our heavy tanks just got completely flattened, but oh well. Not winning, but dealing the OP damage, and so what, that's like 6,500 average damage for today's session. I know the Aftermath bot's not tracking everything right, but let's jump into a third game. I kind of want to win, so let's try and win one, maybe. Yeah, that'd be nice, and we'll push in here and decide what to do. So looking at how things are going, enemy team have a Progetto and a T92, and they also have a Yo and a 215B. There's a pretty significant chance they're going to send their whole team like to this side of the map, so we're going to try and spot up early. There is the Super Conk already spotted, so we're going to get a nice shell into him. I'm sure the Progetto and the T92 are going to be pulling up very soon as well. I'm going to continue kind of spotting this crossing to see if anyone else is going to come to my corner, but as you can see, all of our heavy tanks are out of this fight, and that's not very good for me because a hold on Super Conk is not a tank I want to face frontally. So what do I want to do here? I'm going to pull out. It's me and a batch out. We have 2 meds, sure, but all of our heavy tanks are on the other side. They're providing no good support. So what can we do about that? Well, firstly, we need to figure out a better angle of approach here. And this fight, in my personal opinion, is a bad one to take over on this side. So is there any way we can start pushing on the other side to get a crossfire? Now, the enemy's FE215B has made a pretty massive error here when he's pushing forward. Got absolutely hammered by the 183, and he's dropping into the ditch here. We might get a shot on the T92 here. So there's a free shell onto him. Lovely stuff. And we may be spotted. We are spotted, but Let's see if he's going to give us another shot of opportunity in just a moment. I'm not going to push all the way out. I just wanted to be in a position where if I need to, I can just dip out of here and get into safety. So here's a Super Conqueror crossing into the corner. Don't quite have shells on him. There's also a Yo on this side. And the Badger went down low. Okay. So I got all the spotting on the Super Conk. Let's go. There's a TI2 yellowing in here. Let's push shell into his tank for free. That Badger is going to probably be problematic in just a moment. I want to see if I can put another shell in here. Okay. I'm going to drop down. And we need to deal with, what, the M6 Yo? That's a tank I don't want to take frontally, though. But looking at the battle, they have a lot of tanks swarming inside. The Yo's semi-isolated for now. Unfortunately, our 50B got cold feet and ran away, which is a pretty significant issue. We're going to lose our ST1 and our grill for free. And, well, I mean, teams have just not been friendly today. And I guess this is the reality of live gameplays. No matter what, sometimes you're just going to lose, even though there wasn't really much I could do about that in this scenario. Let's put a free shot into this Progetto here. This game is still recoverable. We could still recover from this game. Let's put a track shot into this FE215B to keep him in place. I think he's perma-tracked here, so I'm going to track him again in just a moment, just so he can't escape. We should be able to pick up a kill on him. You know what? The enemy team have a lot of low HP targets, and we still have full HP 50B. We could recover from this, but what I need to do is escape from this Yo and Badger, because the Yo and Badger are going to pressure me, and the Yo is a tank that will absolutely destroy me if I over-aggress on him. So I think the much better alternative for me right now is just to get out of here. Let's pick up a free kill onto this Progetto 65. He is out of the game after all for now. So we're just going to do a quick drive-by on his tank. Oh no, Muppet shooting. That's going to be very significant if we take 2 shots from this Progetto here. Only 1 shot taken, fortunately. There's a Badger above us. We're going to try and run away for this Badger. There we go, avoiding a shell there. It's a 2 versus 2. So Badger's the least of our worries right now. This Yo needs to die, like right now. So what I'm going to do is I think the Yo is going to try and drop for me, and our 50B is putting a nice crossfire in towards him, but I'm going to focus this Yo instead of the Badger, because this Yo is the dangerous tank as stated. Unfortunately, our 50B is making a pretty significant mistake right now and just took an entire clip from the Yo, but you know what, the Badger is also pretty low HP, so let's put a shot into his tracks here. I don't want to take a shot, because I really need to just stay alive at this moment, keep my hit points. Just track the Badger, maybe. Unable to hit his tracks, unfortunately, but looks like the Badger's is kind of YOLOing in, so let's take his tracks off again. There we go, keeping him in place. I think he's perma-tracked here. We should have the DPM to retrack him here. There we go, another shot into his tracks here, and the Yo is pulling forward, and whoa, man, this game was close. I'm gonna keep bumping this Yo. It's gonna gun block him. I just want to, at this point, I need to take the shots from the Yo just to keep our 50B alive, and there we go. Good stuff. I think pulling out when I did to get that crossfire in was definitely the right play here. We will have a free kill on this Yo. This one will definitely be a 5,000 damage game if I can hit the next shell here without dying. But the Yo has a long reload, so let's push out right in his side there. Oh my gosh, 280. This is not good. Okay. Oh, it's Bobby Gang. Hi, that's one of my actually good YouTube supporters. I'm so sorry to do you like that. GG, bro. On 5,000 damage. Once again, an intense game for the 140, okay? These games have been crazy intense, but we managed to win our 3rd battle. Good job to our 183 for hitting those shots there. GG, Bobby Gang, and GG is you, Magic Mango. Yeah, 140. It's a good tank. The first 2 games were a little bit unfortunate. And just looking back, I kind of threw those. That was misplays on my own part. The first one, I should have pulled forward sooner on the E5 and killed him. Would have won on cap. Second game, I should have pressured the Vickers light much sooner and killed him, and we would have probably had a better chance of winning that battle. But regardless, these are all great examples of what the 140 is capable of. I mean, we averaged, what, 6,000 damage for 3 games. I know the first game wasn't tracked by Aftermath, but that is a lot of damage to deal very consistently. And this is one of my highest average damage medium tanks always, just because of its ability to really pressure. And that's the thing about the 140. You pressure, you brawl, but also you utilize your mobility. A lot of these games, I was floating around and really pushing into different locations, not so much going hull down, because the tank just doesn't do hull down that well. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video on how to play the Obj.140, I suppose. And, you know, we all had some great learning experiences here, stuff that I did well, stuff that I didn't do well, and hopefully you'll be able to put that into your own Obj.140 gameplay. Please feel free to like the video and subscribe for more content to come. You guys are awesome, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.
Saeed on the mix.